Welcome to the Lime Banana Podcast. I'm Ben.
And I am Michael. And this is the Lime Banana Podcast.
Yes, episode, I don't know what episode it is, but it's season 2.
Let's just say episode 1 and pretend like none of the others happened.
You can find them on the YouTube channel in a playlist. But, yeah, so we're back. Not in the same room this time. The mic quality is better. And, yeah, let's just talk about what we've done since the last episode, which was over a year ago.
Last time I saw Ben was probably just maybe even over a year ago.
It was like the weekend before I moved.
Oh.
So I remember you
okay.
bought a jug of
jug
of beer.
You've been gone for a while now.
Yeah, since October. Since November.
Oh.
Start of November. Yeah, it's like the 7th of November, yeah.
But we ended the podcast way before that.
What happened was, like, we were recording it. I had, like, no energy to do it. And then the last podcast we recorded was with Alex. And then for the whole time, he was just on his phone. Like...
Lost episode, maybe? Ooh, no, probably not. That was
I
really
think
bad.
it's not on the hard... I think I might have formatted the hard drive it was on, so...
Good. We don't need it.
We don't. But yeah, so... Yeah, what have you done in the past year, Michael?
Well, my perspective of us ending the podcast was more of like, I was getting more hours at work. Ben just started at Domino's.
Yeah, at Domino's.
And we just got a bit busy. And when we hanged out, we just wanted to chill. You know, and then I think I've got a new job. Ben has moved to another state. And... we won't get into that too much. You know, we've just been busy, but I've been bugging Ben for probably like, God, I don't know.
You know, I'm pretty sure we started talking about rebooting the podcast like in February, maybe even earlier.
Yeah, we did.
The whole time it was like, we were planning it. Michael was like contemplating whether he should have got his mic. So he did, and then it's like, we can record, but my mic's not here, and yeah, it was...
I don't actually think I've like heard Ben's voice since he moved either.
Proves how much of a friend you are. I upload to YouTube every week. I'm joking.
I actually checked out your channel a month ago.
That's so good.
And it's. Alright, it's a lot better than it was in high school.
What, my channel or my voice? Or both?
Both.
I don't think it's that much different from when I was in high school.
And then I saw your views and I was like, hey, I'm going to get in on this action. No, that's not it really.
No, I don't get that many views.
No. Hey, don't doubt yourself, man. You know, you get like more views than you did ages ago. It's like...
Than I did in high school, yeah.
Yeah, you're building up, and
I'm less of a meme now. I'm still a pretty big meme.
No, you're still a meme. You're still a meme.
Okay. All right.
Bush Ranger Bear. But this podcast shouldn't be like the other one, and we just talk about how Ben didn't get his title. So my idea for this podcast is that we actually have some segments, but they're not, priority. It's mainly just what Ben and I want to do.
Chatting around, having a bit of a, what's the word?
Goof.
Reunion, because we haven't spoken for a while in The Voice.
Yeah, that's what this episode is.
Yeah, it's just like, getting back on track with the podcast.
I think something we should make clear early on is that at the moment, I don't know if we've agreed on if it's going to be a monthly or fortnightly podcast, but it can't be weekly.
It cannot be weekly.
That's just...
Unfortunately.
That's just the one thing.
I think what we could do is we could start monthly, and then if it gets more people watching, we can go on to fortnightly.
Anyway, that's the gist of it. We don't need to get into the Lime Banana business at the moment.
Yeah, it's top secret.
Oh my god. I have Freddy Fazbear on my computer.
What?
No, don't.
What?
I hardly play my PC anymore. My brother does.
And he plays Five Nights at Freddy's. Psh. he should get on that Fortnite
yeah.
hype.
No, see, at least he won't do that.
What do you mean at least? Fortnite's not a bad game.
Oh no, we're not getting Fortnite
We're not
versus
Fortnite versus
PUBG.
Yeah, that's for another stream.
So do you like
That's for
Fortnite,
another
Ben?
podcast. Yes,
What's
I
happened?
do.
I
enjoy
don't really
Fortnite.
judge. It's kind of just like a cool thing to diss Fortnite players.
Yeah, well,
Like,
I
it's kind of
prefer
just
it
a
because it runs
meme.
better and yeah,
It's free.
it's free. Though I have PUBG and I had it before I had Fortnite, but you know. But you know, I didn't buy it. Alex bought it for me. I actually.
Everyone's on about how. Oh, sorry.
I was gonna say I actually
This whole
spent
podcast-
$5 today on Fortnite.
This whole podcast is going to be us interrupting each other because we can't see when we're going to talk.
Yeah, because if you guys haven't noticed, we're on other sides of the country and we're talking over Discord. So
We have like a 2-hour time difference.
yeah, so it's
Yeah.
pretty much noon for me, so it's nearly 10 in the morning for Michael.
Yeah, nearly.
yeah.
9:40. All right, so let's get into Ben. What have you been up to?
Well, what have I been up to? It's been a bit of a adventure. So last year in around November, I moved from the little town of Esperance that Michael still lives in to the Gold Coast in Queensland. It's a big change, and there's been a lot of times where I get upset because I don't have any friends here still. And my job isn't that great, but let's not get into that. But no, it's a really nice place.
Oh,
What?
I was about to ask where do you work, but
Domino's.
I think. Oh, okay. You still work at Domino's.
Still work at Domino's, but they give me really bad hours.
I don't think. I don't think we should say names of businesses, but
It's
I don't
Domino's. It's a worldwide company.
all right. Fair enough.
They're not a sponsor. They
Cut
technically
that out. Sorry,
no, but yes.
Tiffany. Cut that out.
Tiffany, on it. Sorry, that's our editor. But like
That we didn't like steal the idea of like Tobuscus or anything else.
but like yeah, my living in the Gold Coast has been a little tough because you know different change of environment. You know, I don't have any friends here. That's not just because I live on the Gold Coast, but that's also because I'm not really the kind of person to go out to places on my own, and I don't really have the money to do that anyway. But like, other than that, the Gold Coast as a whole, I love it because of the wildlife. You know, I can walk out onto my front porch, and there's like a ton of parrots squawking, and it's the best. I love it.
Cool.
What else have I done? I've also uploaded a ton of YouTube videos. YouTube.com/itsjumble. Link in the description. But like, it's pretty good. It's pretty fun.
You might not need to promote yourself if it's going to be on your own.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be on my channel
thing.
as well. That's right. This first episode is also on my channel, just to get people to know it. But I totally forgot the main best thing that happened this year was I got a kitten. And I love her so much, and she's nearly a year old.
You don't love her that much to actually remember her, though. So,
What do you mean?
oops. Nothing.
Wait, I do remember. I don't know what you mean by that.
You forgot. You just said I almost forgot.
Oh,
Maybe you didn't.
I'm so. Yeah, I might have said I almost forgot. I don't know.
You
I
actually
digress.
may not have. I'm just like really tired. So
not a problem. Oh, jeez. But yeah, so
yeah.
what should we talk
Parrots,
about?
as you said.
Oh, let's talk about
Well,
I was gonna say
The
let's
elephant in the room.
the elephant in the room.
Wait, no, I don't know.
Firstly, we're in two separate rooms, and I know that's just a saying, but what I was gonna say is Doctor Who. What are your thoughts on the 13th Doctor being a woman? Are you like one of those? Oh, there should be a man. They're just trying to, be like politically correct and whatever. Or do you think it's a good thing?
It kind of is a mix of that, but like in my opinion, I think it's great. But
same here.
Honestly, I kind of just wanted the show to end with Capaldi.
Oh yeah, you thought it's just had its time.
Well, it's one of those shows that can go on forever, sure, but I think, after the 50th anniversary, the whole, all the doctors and their TARDISes help save Gallifrey, and the whole thing was that Capaldi's doctor was there, and he was like the last one there.
It is, and that's the thing, because everybody was expecting it to end because of the Doctor. He had like reached his regeneration cycle, and then the Time Lords are just like, "Hey, you saved us. Have another cycle."
The ratings are going up. Let's continue the show more.
I mean, to be fair,
if we get sued by Doctor Who,
to be fair, I did.
That would actually be
Broadchurch,
cool.
Which has Jodie Whittaker, David Tennant, and Arthur Darvill, who plays Rory. He was like a side character. He was like a priest, but like that was a good show. I liked.
Because we all know that the BBC can't afford new actors, so they just reuse the old ones.
But Broadchurch, I'm pretty sure, is actually ITV. So just England in general, just Great Britain in general. But like that was a good show, and I think Jodie's acting was fine. And she was also in an episode of Black Mirror, if you've seen that show.
I haven't. I've seen 2 episodes.
Oh well,
but
she's in an episode. So it's like an episode where there's like this new technology where it's like a thing you put on your eye, where it records everything. So you can view what people have seen and stuff. And she's like one of the main characters in that episode, which was good.
It sounds disturbing, but
honestly,
cool.
I think it's gonna be good. Like personally, for me, I don't care if the Doctor's a man or a woman. I just want more Doctor Who.
Oh no, like. Definitely, but all I can think about is, the show got cancelled years ago because they didn't have ideas or anything. And I don't want that to happen because at the moment, one of the things that Doctor Who had was, Gallifrey is back. And then, we got to find Gallifrey. Now they've found Gallifrey. And then, how many times can you bring the Daleks back to life or the Cybermen and all that, just...
Yeah, like... Yeah, I know. I'm part of a group on Facebook called Doctor Who Infinity, and I've seen discussion about that. Like, people don't want the Daleks again because they think it's just old, and they, it's just overdone. Like, sure, there's the Daleks, but like, how are they gonna, how are they gonna come back next time? Like one time, the Daleks were all sent into like a parallel universe, and then another time everything was erased because everybody thought the Doctor was dead, so the Daleks didn't know who he was. And then next thing you know, they're on the Daleks' freaking home planet. It's like, yeah. I know what you mean by that.
To be fair, I have had this opinion since Capaldi started, but like they don't seem to be running out of ideas, and I think Capaldi might be my favorite, new Who Doctor.
Yeah, I really do like him.
His last 2 seasons have just been really good.
Yeah. I even liked his first season, especially like the episode where he was the caretaker and he kept calling Danny Pink PE even though he teaches maths.
I have this thing with Doctor Who where, usually the first half season with the new Doctor is a bit, weird. Because, I don't know, like with the 11th Doctor when Matt Smith took over, you know, his first half of season 5 was just, to me anyway, it felt a bit uncomfortable.
I mean,
Only because they like
really
need
know
to
that
build the
feeling.
character and all that.
Because when I started
don't know.
watching Doctor Who, it was already when Peter Capaldi was the Doctor. So, like, I already knew about all the other ones.
Yeah, because I used to
kind
just
of.
come to your house with like, oh sorry, I used to just come to your house with like any DVD and be like, hey, I want to watch this episode,
Yeah, we didn't know what the heck
guys
it
down?
was.
and it would be at like, I would like come in with 11th because this is before Peter Capaldi.
Yeah, I
I'd come in with
remember
11th,
that.
and then
We
I remember
watched
coming
Let's
in
Kill
with
Hitler.
the 8th movie and.
We watched Let's Kill Hitler. I remember that, and then that's when I realized, because I always used to think that Doctor Who was boring, because I think the first time I watched it, I was like 8 years old and I didn't understand it. But yeah, going back, starting watching it properly in like 2015, I really can grasp the show and I really enjoy it.
What's your opinion on the 9th Doctor? Like, because I swear he's not in the scene at all, and the actor doesn't seem interested. It's just,
So
I don't know.
I think he's funny. I give you the gift of breath from my lungs.
He's very underrated, and I
think
my friend.
I think he's
that
underrated
a lot.
because of the fact that like he was only in one season, and a lot of the reason why
And, like,
people don't like him
David
is
Tennant
because...
has like.
Oh, sorry, I was just saying
No, it's okay. I keep interrupting you.
I was just saying like he's underrated because he was only in one season, and that's kind of the reason why some people don't like Ninth, is because he was only in for one season. And they don't like him because of the actor, because Christopher Eccleston leaved as opposed to his character.
Yeah.
But for me, with David Tennant, he is like, I think he's my favorite Doctor. Because
David really did a great job. Like, yeah.
he was, I
think
really
him
liked
and
the
Four-
episode. I don't know. Four.
What
Is that
episode?
Tom Baker?
Yeah, I think him and Tom Baker are like, you know, say they're just the two most well known. Because Tom Baker was the big thing. Oh. Damn it, Ben!
We're gonna have to somehow.
You come on my show. You come on my show, and you
I'm sorry.
God.
I was just saying, like, the episode where the Doctor becomes human to hide from the family of blood, and like the whole scene where he's like, I don't want to become the Doctor. That was like, I loved that part. Like, that's probably my favorite episode.
That was a bit heartbreaking.
It was. But then, like, the Doctor showed the nurse what their life would have been like. So, yeah.
I think my favorite episode is probably A Christmas Carol.
Yes,
The
I love
Christmas
that
special
episode as
with
well. That's one of my other favorites. Yeah.
Wasn't that? I can't remember his name, but Dumbledore was in it.
Yeah. The guy who played Dumbledore. And it's funny because like his character's dad was also played by the same guy. Like, they look just exactly the same. Yeah, I really do like that episode. How like it goes through, like, for the Doctor it's only, a night, but for the kid it was like years. And like, I didn't know this, and it's like, I didn't know this stuff an hour ago, and now I have all these new memories. But it's really weird. Like, I love it when he needs the code to get in, and he's like yelling at the Doctor, and then like the Doctor comes through the door. Thanks, I needed that, and then he goes back. Matt Smith was such a good Doctor. They all are. I can't choose who my favorite is.
All right, I think we've talked about Doctor Who for about
Yeah,
10
that's
minutes.
that's what I was gonna say. We've been talking about this for a
I
while.
think so.
Yeah, I could talk about it.
Tiffany can handle that.
Yeah. Tiffany, cut it down to 5.
See, for me, the big thing is now Marvel or just superhero movies in general. Like,
Yes, there's just so many that I can't keep up.
it's at the point where I think like no one really goes in now because they're like, oh look, it's a new superhero movie. It's kind of like I need to see it. It's a part of this big thing.
Yeah, it's almost like it's a TV series now. Like the amount of movies they're pumping out, like in the last year alone, we've had like Spider-Man, Homecoming, and then Thor, then Black Panther, Avengers, and then Ant-Man and the Wasp. I think that's all.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure like between Avengers Infinity War and Ant-Man and the Wasp has been the longest time that like a Marvel movie hasn't been in like top charts. So that it's just crazy.
Like I didn't even know about Ant-Man and the Wasp until I think watched Incredibles 2. Like I hadn't even heard about it. And then I saw the trailer and I was like, what?
Oh.
Like, and it's weird. There's another
like,
Spider-Man movie coming out from Sony's Marvel. Just like, the animated one.
Oh, yeah. I think that's going to be cool, though. Like because it's going to be very different.
Yeah, and then there's Venom as well, which is coming out.
There's issues with that, though. Because, like, the whole Sony and Marvel deal and all that.
Yeah.
Sony still has the rights to, like, almost all of the Spider-Man characters. And as, like, I think ever since the MCU made Spider-Man Homecoming, which was a masterpiece. Well,
Yeah,
maybe not masterpiece, but,
that
it was really good. They're like, oh, we can make money off all these other characters. When... But, a lot of people are just already shitty at it because, oh yeah, we're allowed to say bad words now. That they're not happy about it because it's like, oh, well, Spider-Man won't be in Venom. It's like, well...
Yeah, it's like, I don't know, I swear it confuses people as well. Like, people don't understand that Venom isn't in the same universe as Spider-Man from Spider-Man Homecoming. Like,
I'm all down for an adult-themed hero movie. But...
I'm looking forward for Venom. Like, it looks like a pretty cool, like it's going to be a pretty cool movie. But, yeah, I think the best way to see it.
The best way to see any of these movies is to just go in and pretend like you know nothing about it. And then enjoy the movie, and then when you get out, then do the whole, well, yeah, they did this wrong, but the movie on its own might stand out well.
Yeah. The good thing is, like, when I go to the movies, there's a cinema right near where my mum works, and it's only $10 a ticket. So that's where I go when I watch all the new movies.
Wow.
Yes, it's really good. And, yeah, have you seen The Incredibles 2?
Yes.
Because I want to talk about that. Spoiler alert.
Okay.
Yeah, just a spoiler alert, everyone. We're going to talk about Incredibles 2. So, how did you like it?
I loved it. It was basically just reliving childhood memories for me.
Yeah, like, with some of the more recent Pixar movies, I haven't really, hasn't been as enjoyable as when I was a kid, mainly because, like, all the movies I watch, like the Pixar movies I watch, is, like, nostalgic, and now, like, the new ones, you don't get that same feeling. But that wasn't the case with Incredibles, because, like, it was just continuing the story on from what I already knew, and the same characters and everything. Yeah, I agree. I really enjoyed it. I want to watch it again.
What do you think about the... I can't remember the word, but How that villain has like those flashing lights and all that.
Um. Strobe. Strobe
Yeah.
lights. Yeah, I think that was.
Epilepsy? Am I saying that right?
Yeah, epilepsy.
Like,
It was
Like-
such a. I think it was such a good such a good villain. Like in the sense of that everybody thinks the villain is this person, but it's just because they're wearing the glasses. It's actually such a good storyline for a Pixar movie. It was very Incredibles-esque as well, like the kind of weapons and everything like that.
it was a very good, like, thing for, dads who take care of their kids as well,
Yeah.
I found. Because, like,
Of course, you'd
Not
get
many-
the people complaining. Oh, they just want to make people happy by putting a man in charge. Blah blah blah. But yeah, I think it was really cool. Sorry for interrupting.
no, it's okay. I see ants, like, on my windowsill.
Is
And
it
I-
Ant-Man and the Wasp? They know we're talking about it.
Ooh. Ooh.
But like, yeah, with the whole dads being in charge, that's cool, and I did enjoy you know how Mr. Incredible
Well, yeah, the whole, like,
put in the effort to learn maths and everything, and like I think it's really cool.
that was my favorite quote for, like, a week. Math is math!
Yeah, they can't change math. That was more of a Frozone voice. I like how Frozone's in it more because I really liked his character in the first one and I wanted to see more of him. So I like how Frozone is more prominent in it.
Do you think they will do a Incredibles 3 anytime soon?
Not soon, but they might. Like they're doing a Toy Story 4 soon, for God's sake.
Can't even remember the third one. Like,
Yeah, Toy Story
Wow.
isn't as nostalgic to me because that was out before I was born. So the more nostalgic Pixar movies for me are like, Nemo and Incredibles, Ratatouille and WALL-E and stuff like that. And Up, I love Up.
I didn't like Ratatouille.
Why is that?
I didn't.
That's fine.
I don't know. Just like I liked it, but I didn't like it as a kid.
Oh, well, for some reason,
I don't know.
it must have connected with me somehow because I really loved the movie. And, like, there was a thing my mum did every year. She got a tax return and whatever money from Centrelink. She'd give us all $50 each. And, as a kid, as a 9-year-old, $50 is like, whoa, the most money in the world. So I spent like $30 or whatever from that on the Ratatouille DVD. And it was in like a cool cardboard sleeve, and then the case comes out, and it was, I don't know, it was just really awesome. I didn't end up buying the Ratatouille game for my PS2 though. The next year I bought the WALL-E game. And it wasn't that good because games of Pixar
That
movies
game
are never
was
good.
hard. That game was hard.
I don't fully
I
remember.
remember
it.
like my brother had it, and whenever I'd get grounded, my punishment would be that I wasn't allowed to play games unless if he asked for help. So
All right.
and he would always get stuck on WALL-E, but I would get stuck on WALL-E, and it would just be like hours of me playing video games anyway, which would be cool, but I was kind of like
Yeah, it was just rage
I didn't
inducing.
like the game.
Yeah, and then like I remember because this was the next year when I got $50 from my mum, and I bought WALL-E the game because it was like the EB Games massive sale. So I bought WALL-E and Sonic Unleashed. And I played way more Sonic Unleashed than WALL-E. Because that was a really cool game. It was the one, I don't know if you played it, where like Sonic becomes a werehog And like you have some
Yeah.
missions in the day where he's normal Sonic, and then other missions in the night where he's the werehog. And it's all about him trying to get his friend that he made, that he named Chip, to his family. I never passed that game, but I liked it.
Are you a really big Sonic fan, Ben?
No, moderate.
Okay, so classics only. Who do you think wins? Mario or Sonic?
Now, I think the games themselves, Sonic is a lot nicer looking and everything than Super Mario Brothers. But the thing is, Sonic I think is a few years older, so they had more time. But yeah, I'm gonna have to say Sonic. But I'm more of a Mario person in general. How about you?
I'm trying not to argue. I like Sonic's like design and the idea of him and all that, but I feel like the game's just weird.
Yeah.
Because they're like the health system has always just been weird to me with how
how,
you
like,
get
your
rings,
rings,
to
yeah.
stay alive, and then you get hit once and all your rings are gone.
Yeah. Whether you
At
have
least-
1 ring or 100 rings, you're gonna survive that one hit, like the first hit.
And the game is about going fast, yet the game punishes you for going fast.
Yeah.
Like you go fast and you
'cause you-
accidentally hit something.
Yeah. Yeah, stuff like that doesn't make sense at all. You have to either be really good and memorize the maps if you want to go fast, or just go at a moderate pace if you don't want to hit into things. Yeah, I guess Mario's concept is a lot more straightforward. You just jump and you run a little bit. Are you
What
there?
games have you been... Yeah, I'm
Okay.
here. What games have you been playing? What are some...
So lately I've been playing Doom because, as you know, for the past few weeks my internet's been really bad and it's only just come good. So Doom was like one of the only single player games I had on my computer. So yeah, like the new
no.
one. So yeah, I've played through that. It's really fun. I do recommend getting it. It might be on sale. I got it last year when it was like half price at the summer sale.
Have
for
it
Steam.
on my Switch. I really enjoy
Oh
it.
yeah. Oh, you have a Switch. Do you have Odyssey?
Odyssey? No.
You should get it. Super Mario Odyssey is so good.
Oh, I have Super Mario Odyssey.
Oh, did you think I meant Assassin's Creed Odyssey?
Is that what it's called? I just was trying to think of a game named Odyssey.
Oh, right. Oh, no, yeah, Super Mario Odyssey.
I've recently brought a Super Nintendo Mini,
Oh, nice.
which you know what that is, right?
Yeah. It's like,
Yeah.
got like 50
And I've-
games or whatever.
Oh, it's like
Or maybe
30.
not that many. It's like a
It's
little
not as much.
emulator thing.
Yeah, and I've been playing Castlevania 4,
Oh, yeah.
which is super old school, but I'm really enjoying it.
Nice.
But if we ever hang out, we need to play a game where. So I don't know if it's the first Mario Kart, but it's before. It was on the 64, obviously.
Yeah,
And,
yeah,
like,
Super Mario Kart.
It's just a piece of garbage, Ben.
Yeah, I know. Isn't it like, it has like the map, it's like split screen, you're on the top half and like the map is on the bottom?
The walls aren't even walls, they're just the ground that's different color. And like all the boxes aren't even like boxes, they're just squares on the ground and like oh my
Yeah, I've
God.
seen it. And like the characters don't look that great either.
And like
Yeah.
I think Super Nintendo was like the first attempt at going a little bit 3D.
Mm.
And you know, every other Mario Kart game after that has obviously become a success.
Oh, you
but
cut out. You cut out. No.
did I? Can you hear me?
Okay, sorry, I thought, yeah, my internet is being dumb. But yeah, every
Alright,
other...
do you think we should end it? Just
Yeah.
because when we do this again, your internet should be all good and I might be all drugged up
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh yeah, quickly get into that because I don't think we have. I do a very physical job, and not that I'm fit at all. I look like a overgrown toddler, but I I was working night shift, and I just have rolled my ankle and torn some ligaments, and I have surgery later this week. It's why we've had to put the podcast off so much, because I'm constantly not at my computer. But we should be back on track now.
Yeah, and we're gonna finish it up here.
Yep.
Thank you for listening. What we're gonna do is we're gonna, I reckon, have it monthly to start with, and then if people like it, we're gonna go to fortnightly. So
if anyone actually listens,
any last words, Michael?
Well, if anyone actually listens, I think if you have ideas of what we can do or what we can talk about, we'll get into that, because we can't just talk about Doctor Who for half the show like we did today. We have segments that we are working on.
Yeah.
It's not just going to be us trying to figure out what to talk about.
Yeah, if you're one of the 5 people that listened to us last time, you might have remembered our odd news segment and the gaming reviews and the movie reviews and stuff. So
which
we'll do
is
that.
Odd news for me personally is coming back.
And I'll do a movie review every now and then, but I don't watch movies that often, new movies. So we'll see.
Quick, we can do this month's odd news. This month's odd news is I think Ben is awesome.
Oh, thank you, Michael.
Ben.
All right.
Okay.
Apparently I'm awesome. Thanks.
Get it? It's odd news because no one likes Ben.
That's odd. Some people actually think I'm awesome. Oh, jeez. Well, yeah,
right,
so that's going to finish things up. Thank you, everybody, for watching.
We don't have an out thing, don't we?
Yeah, we'll just play the music now.